Hi guys, welcome to the Wrestling Retrospective, and in this video I will be doing my predictions for AEW WrestleDream. So first up we have a 4-way tag match between the Young Bucks, the Guns, Orange Cassidy and Hook and the Lucha Bros. This is a really tough one to predict as I'm not sure where they're going to go with the tag team titles, but I do know that they're not going to go for the Young Bucks. For me, I'd maybe go Lucha Bros and have a rematch from Full Gear a few years ago. I think Lucha Bros versus FTR at the minute would be a really cool match, and it'd be good to see the Lucha Bros get back into the tag team title division. But at the same time, the Guns are in probably a decent consideration just because of how hot the Bullet Club Gold has been so far, like this year. But I think I'm going to go for the Guns. I know that FTR and the Guns have already had like a feud or something. But I don't know, the more I think about it, it could be any of the teams apart from the Young Bucks. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Guns just based on how much momentum Bullet Club Gold has been getting on Collision so far this year. And obviously Jay White, he seems like it's going to be going for the world title at some point. So having Gun Club pretty much go for all the titles nearly would actually be a really cool storyline. And something that like is quite Bullet Club-esque, especially as we've seen in New Japan. But yeah, so this should be a really cool match, a really action-packed match throughout. I don't think it's going to be match of the night, but it's definitely going to be, one that I don't think there'll be a slow moment in that match. I think it's one I'm definitely looking forward to, but I've got the Guns to become the new #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championship. After that, we have Eddie Kingston defending the Ring of Honor World Championship and the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship against Shibata. I feel like this is going to be a really hard-hitting match. I'm expecting like a similar match to Eddie's with Tomohiro Ishii back at, I think it was last year's All Out. Just very hard hitting, lots of chops, lots of cringing because of how hard they're hitting each other, and just a quality match overall, like a proper, from what I've seen, a proper New Japan match. And yeah, I think it's going to be really good, solid overall. I've got Eddie to retain his championships here. I think if just the New Japan Strong Championship was on the line, I maybe would have seen the title more in jeopardy. But because the Ring of Honor World title is on the line and Eddie Kingston only won it a few weeks ago, I can't see him losing it here. Though it's like, and they say they're both champions in Ring of Honor, so it's a really good showing for them. But yeah, I can't see Eddie Kingston losing the World Championship this early into his run. Following that, we have the team of Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho and Kota Ibushi taking on Sammy Guevara, Kenoshi Takeshita and Will Ospreay, the Don Callis family. This is going to be a really good match. This could be possibly one of the matches of the night. Obviously, we know that all four of these guys are fantastic in the ring. We haven't seen any of Kota Ibushi apart from like in a segment in Japan. We haven't actually seen Ibushi on AEW television. Like, there hasn't been part of a match or just at the pay-per-view, which is a shame. I don't think he's properly signed with AEW, but it's good to see him around again. Very good wrestler. And yeah, just because every one of these involved are so good, that's why this is going to be such a good match. As far as winners go, I think it's going to be Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, and Jericho's going to pin Sammy Guevara, just so they can kind of give Kenny that bit of hope of getting over the Don Callis family and stuff like that. And like then he has a recorded win over Takeshita and Ospreay, though it was in a 6-man tag and not in singles. I'm very much looking forward to see when we get Omega and Takeshita 2. But yeah, this is going to be a good way to carry on that feud, everyone involved. Like, this feud works very well and I like it a lot, and I'm looking forward to when this goes into more separate matches, when we get Ospreay and Omega, Ibushi and Takeshita and Guevara and Jericho one-on-ones all over again. And yeah, it's just going to be a really cool match to have, and I'm very much looking forward to it. But yeah, I've got the Don Callis family to get the win. Following that, we have MJF alone defending the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships against The Righteous. There's no Adam Cole due to his ankle break. I think this is going to be a really entertaining match. I feel like the kind of lunacy of The Righteous and the huge babyface momentum and the kind of comedy element that MJF brings would make this match really entertaining, and it's a match I'm not really that bothered about. I feel like MJF is 100% going to win this match. I know that we saw a faction of some sort take out Jay White just before Dynamite finished. For me, I feel like it might be like Roderick Strong and Kingdom. Maybe that's some kind of putting doubt in MJF's mind that Adam Cole does want to be his friend. But I don't think we're going to see anything to do with that till after the match. I can't see that group getting involved during the match. So for me, I've got MJF to retain here in what will be more of a comedy match in my opinion, more than a serious tag team match. But I think it'll be very good nonetheless. I haven't seen much of the Righteous, so I'm interested to see what they're like, though this isn't really the typical match they probably go for as far as it being a handicap match. But I can see it being very good, and Jeff and the Righteous, from what I've seen, are very entertaining. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it just to see kind of what this match brings, as Adam Cole getting injured has thrown quite the spanner into the works. Following that, we have Kris Statlander defending the TBS Championship against Julia Hart. This is quite the conflict of interest for me. I'm such a big fan of Julia Hart and the House of Black, but I do very much like Kris Statlander as well. It's similar to the Ruby Soho and Statlander match at All Out. I do think Statlander is going to retain here, though I would pop very much if Julia Hart got the win. I can't see the House of Black getting involved. I like that we're going down the storyline similar to what Malachi Black did to Julia Hart, where Hart has used the mist on Willow Nightingale and Sky Blue, and during the match with Willow Nightingale they showed that her eye had physically been affected and was covered in black, which I think is pretty good. Do I think they're going to join the House of Black? I can't see Willow doing it, but I can actually see Sky Blue becoming a member of the House of Black, even if it's just temporarily. But yeah, going back to the match, I feel like it's going to be a really good match. Julia Hart has been on one hell of a streak recently, hasn't lost this year. I think she's like 17-0 so far, so that's a pretty dominant record, which I didn't even realise, to be fair. And Statlander's been putting on some absolutely fantastic defences against the likes of Britt Baker and Jade Cargill. So I think like this is going to be one of the better matches. I don't think it'll be match of the night, but I'm looking forward to it. I have a lot of interest in this one just because I'm a fan of both. But I have got Statlander to retain the TBS Championship. Following that, we have FTR defending the AEW World Tag Team Championships against Aussie Open. This is going to be a really, really good match. I know that, well, I've heard, that they had a really good match in New Japan earlier this year, or maybe last year, or a few years ago. At some point, they had a match in New Japan, and it was really good. I don't deny that at all. I feel like these are two great tag teams, and yeah, I feel like they have a real opportunity to steal the show here. And I expect a lot out of this one, just because we know that both teams are absolutely quality in the ring, especially FTR recently. Do I see them losing the titles? No, I don't, to be fair. I feel like a lot of people, when it comes to the Fatal 4-Way in the night, have been more saying who's going to face FTR than who's going to face either one of the teams. Not that I'm writing off Aussie Open completely, but I just can't see FTR dropping the titles yet. Obviously, they said that when they do drop the titles, they'll retire, and I can't see them retiring here. They've got too much momentum going at the minute. They've just started the Open Challenges on Collision. And yeah, this should be an absolutely quality match, but I can't see Aussie Open winning here. So I've got FTR to retain the World Tag Team Championship. Following that, we have Christian Cage defending his TNT Championship against Darby Allin in 2 out of 3 falls match. For me, Christian Cage has been one of the best things on AEW television at the minute, and he's probably one of my favourites at the moment just because of how ruthless his promos are, and just this whole storyline with the TNT Championship has been really entertaining and probably the best thing that's happened to the TNT Championship this year, even though he hasn't been champion for a month yet. But yeah, it's been really, really cool. Been very much enjoying it, and that's why I've got Christian Cage to retain the TNT Championship. I feel like after this, he'll probably defend it against Nick Wayne, as he's been targeting his family so much recently. But I think this is going to be a really, really good match. And we all know that Darby Allin can go long into a match. Christian Cage, I have that just because he's a bit older, I guess. I worry that going long might serve a disadvantage to him. But I can see him kind of maybe getting to 1-1 and then Christian cheating to get the win. Even though there's no Luchasaurus at ringside, he'll somehow find a way. Maybe we'll get the debut of Edge. But either way, I feel like it's going to be a really enjoyable match. Probably it's a match I have a lot of investment in just because of how much I love Christian Cage at the minute. And yeah, they're like 100% he's going to retain the TNT Championship. Following that, we have Hangman Adam Page taking on Swerve Strickland. Again, just like most of the matches on this card, this could be a match of the night contender. And yeah, I feel like I've been really enjoying this feud. Ever since Swerve Strickland interrupted Adam Page, I've been looking forward to this match. I feel like it's going to be a real quality matchup. I enjoy both. I'm a fan of both. I'm glad that Swerve Strickland's finally getting a push up the card a bit. I'm so used to him being on like the lower card of WWE, like in NXT in the Cruiserweight division, or on the main roster doing not much with Hit Row. So yeah, this is a real like fresh air, like a breeze of fresh air in just higher up in the card, having someone new. And yeah, I thought Swerve Strickland is absolutely quality wrestler, and yeah, deserves to take Adam Page's spot. Like, I was very worried what Adam Page was going to be doing after All Out, and yeah, this is a really good way to be using him on TV. And everything that Swerve was saying, my God, I can't speak, is kind of true. Adam Page has kind of gone off a bit, and I know he's not been majorly used. So I'm very happy to see him get a match on pay-per-view, and hopefully he'll put over Swerve to help him get further up the card and towards a championship match with MJF, which again will be another very, very good match. So yeah, all positives for me here, and I can't see them having a bad match, so very much looking forward. Finally, in what I assume will be the main event, a dream match as it says, Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. This will be match of the night, won't it? Like, all the other matches could be absolutely high quality, but everyone knows this is going to be match of the night. I can't see how these guys can't put on an absolute wrestling classic. And yeah, I just cannot wait to watch it. It's been what I've been excited about since it got announced. And yeah, as I said, it is going to be wrestling of the highest quality. Like, we were supposed to do this, a year and a half ago, at the first Forbidden Door, and then Danielson unfortunately got injured, so we got Claudio and Zack Sabre Jr., which was very good as well. And yeah, I've been waiting to see if they were ever actually going to put this match on, and now we're getting it, and it's going to be fantastic. Who can I see winning? This is what I'm not sure about, because Danielson said he's pretty much on the way out now. He's going to start like looking towards retirement. So will he actually put over people now he's going to be on his way out? And you know what? I don't know. I've been thinking about this all day, and I cannot think of what's going to happen. You know, I'm going to back Zack Sabre Jr. here. I think like he's definitely going to target Danielson's arm. I think it is fully recovered now. I think I heard. I might be wrong. You know, you guys will tell me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure they said that his arm is recovered now. But Zack Sabre Jr. is 100% going to target that arm and make sure that, you know, Danielson's having real trouble with it. And as I said, just because of how technically sound these two are, it's just going to be fantastic to watch. But yeah, I'm going to back my home country Brit. Well, that was a sentence to get out that shouldn't have been so difficult. But yeah, I got Zack Sabre Jr. to get the win. So those are my predictions for AEW WrestleDream. Do put in the comments down below who you think is going to win. Which match apart from Danielson Sabre Jr. is think going to be match of the night? And just any feedback from me as well will be very much appreciated. Sorry there's been no wrestling weekly retrospective more recently. I was sick last week, and this weekend I have a wedding, so I'm also very busy. So hopefully the week after I'll start doing weekly retrospective again. I'm sorry I can barely talk this morning, I don't know why. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy WrestleDream this weekend. Hopefully I can get some more decent predictions and, you know, up here, make that number very close to overall. I mean, I'm only 9 off, 11 off. But yeah, looking forward to this weekend's pay-per-view. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy it as well. Do like, comment, subscribe, all that cliche good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video on Monday reviewing WrestleDream. But thank you for watching. I'll see you later.